Let's begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Podcast by Mr. B. I'm Mr. B.
And I'm Anna. Hello, everyone.
Anna, you look terrible. Did you sleep at all last night?
No, I was too busy. I helped my neighbor move his piano, then I baked 50 cookies for my niece's school, then I drove my friend to the airport at 3 a.m.
Wow. You are a superhero. Or maybe you just don't know how to say no.
I can't say no, Mr. B. It's rude. If I say no, people will hate me.
That is a common fear. But look at you. You are a zombie.
I am a zombie. A polite zombie.
Well, today we are going to fix that. We are learning the art of saying no. Politely.
Is that possible? Can you refuse someone and still be nice?
Absolutely. It's all about the phrases you use. If you just say no, yes, that is rude.
Can you help me? No. Yeah, that sounds bad.
Exactly. So let's learn the soft no.
The soft no. I like that. How do I do it?
Rule number 1, don't just say no. Use the phrase, I'd love to, but.
I'd love to, but that sounds nice. It sounds like I want to help.
Exactly. I'd love to help move your piano, but I have a bad back.
Oh, that is good. Even if my back is fine?
Well, we don't encourage lying, but sometimes a white lie saves the relationship.
A white lie. That means a small, harmless lie to be polite.
Precisely. Let's try another one. Imagine your boss asks you to work late tonight.
Oh, that happens all the time. He says, Anna, can you finish this report tonight?
And you want to go home and sleep, so you say, I'm afraid I can't tonight.
I'm afraid I can't. Why am I afraid? Is the report scary?
No, I'm afraid is just a polite way to say, I am sorry. It softens the blow.
I'm afraid I can't tonight. I have prior commitments.
Ooh, prior commitments. That sounds very professional.
It sounds important, even if my commitment is just watching Netflix in my pajamas.
Exactly. Your boss doesn't need to know what the commitment is.
Okay, I like that. What if a friend asks to borrow money?
Ah, the dangerous one.
My friend Dave always asks for money. He still owes me for a pizza from 2019.
Classic Dave. For money, you need to be firm, but polite. Try this. I make it a rule not to lend money to friends.
I make it a rule. That sounds strict.
It is, but it's not personal. You aren't saying, I don't trust you, Dave. You are saying, this is my rule for everyone.
That is smart. It protects the friendship.
Exactly. I value our friendship too much to mix it with money.
Wow, Mr. B, you are smooth. You are a professional rejecter.
I've had a lot of practice. Now, what about social invitations?
You mean parties?
Yes. Someone invites you to a party. You were tired. You want to say no.
Usually I say maybe, and then I don't go. And then I feel guilty for 3 weeks.
The maybe trap. Don't do that, Anna. It keeps people waiting.
So what do I say?
Be honest, but kind. Thank you for asking, but I'm not feeling up to it tonight.
I'm not feeling up to it. That means I don't have the energy?
Yes, it's a polite way to say, I am exhausted.
Or you can say, I need to recharge.
Perfect. I've had a long week and I need to recharge. Real friends will understand that.
This is so helpful. I feel less guilty already.
Good. Now, there is one more advanced technique, the alternative offer.
What's that?
You say no to the request, but offer something smaller instead.
Give me an example.
Your neighbor asks, can you watch my dog for the whole weekend?
And I say, no, I hate your dog.
Too aggressive. Try this. I can't do the whole weekend, but I can check on him Saturday morning.
Ah, I see. I refuse the big thing but offer a small thing.
Exactly. It shows you care, but it protects your time.
I like that. I can't bake 50 cookies, but I can buy a box of cookies from the store.
Perfect. That's much easier.
Okay, Mr. B, I think I am ready to practice.
Are you sure? I'm going to be difficult.
Bring it on. I am ready to say no.
Okay. Anna, can you come help me paint my house this Saturday? It'll take 12 hours.
Oh, Mr. B, I'd love to help, but I have prior commitments.
Really? What commitments?
I have to, wash my hair?
Okay, wash my hair is a terrible excuse. Stick to the vagueness.
Okay. I have a family event.
Much better. Nobody argues with family events.
Let's try another one.
Hey, Anna, can I borrow your car? Mine is, broken.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. B. I make it a rule not to lend my car. Insurance reasons.
Ooh, insurance reasons. Very adult, very convincing.
I learned from the best.
Excellent. You see, it wasn't that hard.
It actually felt good. I feel powerful.
Saying no gives you freedom. It gives you time to say yes to the things that matter.
Like sleeping.
Like sleeping. So listeners, don't be a zombie like me. Use these phrases. Let's do our quick review. Repeat after us to get the intonation right. You need to sound sad, not angry.
Sad face voice. Got it.
Phrase 1. I'd love to, but I can't.
I'd love to, but I can't.
Phrase 2. I'm afraid I have other plans.
I'm afraid I have other plans.
Phrase 3. I'm not feeling up to it tonight.
I'm not feeling up to it tonight.
And the last one, thank you for thinking of me.
Thank you for thinking of me.
That one is great because it starts with a thank you.
It makes the person feel good even though the answer is no.
Exactly. Okay, time for the challenge.
What is the challenge today? Do they have to refuse us?
Yes. Listeners, imagine I asked you to lend me $1,000.
Wow, Mr. B, that is a lot of money.
I need it for, science. Listeners, how do you say no to me politely?
Write your polite refusal in the comments.
Be creative. Use an excuse if you want. I can't because my cat needs gold teeth.
Please don't say that.
We will read the best excuses in the next episode.
Speaking of next episode, what are we doing?
Next time, we're tackling telephone English.
Oh, the telephone is scary. I hate when I can't see the person's face.
We will teach you how to be confident on the phone. No more panic.
I can't wait. Can I go sleep now?
Yes, Anna, you can go sleep.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.
See you next time. Stay polite.